Hi everyone. So the MadShangi replied to the video that I made yesterday. Not really, the greatest of videos, but then what do you expect from the MadShangi? I don't even know if it warrants to be called a response because it all is just my video in its entirety. His introduction, about 5 seconds of him talking, um, and three or four screenshots, thinking where he's pwned me, even with some of my own links, as he says. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the three or four things that he says pwns my argument, and show him how he's completely wrong again. You think he'd get used to this by now, but some people never learn, I guess. So the first screenshot that he puts up in his video is from the first link that I put in my video yesterday, which is from a PDF file which just has a lot of things about what charities should do, what they shouldn't do, what they must do in compliance with law. And he puts up the part 5.1, which talks about service providers. It says, quote, "A service provider will work with a charity to provide a service. A contract may be required." And he circled the part where it says charities must be aware of and satisfied that the third party is acting within all applicable laws, and charities must have agreements in place with third parties which deal with personal data agents for the charity, and these agreements should assert the charity's right over the data. Now, I I really don't know whether MadShangi just picks parts of the proof that I've sent him and just rings them or underlines them without actually having a look at what they mean or whether they're actually applicable to this situation. But I did a little bit of research, not even that much. This is how easy it is. And I found on the Charity Commission website, which is the from the second link that I put in the video yesterday, is from the Charity Commission, which is actually the regulator for charities in England and Wales. If you haven't seen it, I found this article that talks. It's headlined "The Commission's Partners and Other Service Providers," and I'm just going to read a little bit of it. It says, quote, "We strongly recommend that charities consider the benefits of belonging to groupings of bodies similar to themselves or of subscribing to the services of support organisations. Trustees will frequently need access to advice, guidance and other support to make well-informed decisions, to comply with their legal requirements and to help them deliver the right kind and quality of services. There is a huge range of support provided by organisations that can help charities and the people who run them. The Charity Commission works in partnership with a number of these organisations. Most but not all of these organisations are charity themselves. Broadly speaking, these organisations may take the form of either umbrella bodies. These represent and or coordinate the activities of their members, usually charities having the same purpose, and often provide a range of membership support services, and capacity building and support bodies. These tend to provide services to charities more generally, either locally or nationally, and can cover either wide or specialist areas of service, guidance or other support. Our partners provide services that complement our own and that cover topics that we cannot. Our partnership with them does not mean that they are only organisations providing useful support, nor does it mean that we endorse these organisations. Partnership means that we and our partners have agreed to collaborate to help them deliver certain services. In some cases, we may support or even endorse their products if they are particularly useful. You can find details of our partners and their services here, and I'll leave a link to this as well. So support service providers does not mean one person. It could mean other charities. It could mean so many different things except what you actually think it means. I'll even leave a link to a website I found called Charity Trek. On the welcome page, it says, quote, "Charity Trek is one of Scotland's leading service providers in the organisation and management of fully supported, sponsored and non-sponsored walks/treks for third sector organisations, companies, community groups and individuals throughout the UK. Charity Trek can provide the necessary skills, expertise and personnel to ensure your event goes without a hitch." I even did a little more research and found the website of a charity called Homeless UK. They are a national charity supporting organisations working directly with homeless people in England, representing the homelessness sector among local, regional and national government. You can look on their website and you can find other service providers, and I'll leave a link to this as well, lots of links. And it comes up with 15 records, at least as far as I can see, and it has things like Crisis, which is the charity for homeless people, especially those with no legal right to accommodation, and Dogs Trust, which is a dog's welfare charity, runs the Hope Project, which provides advice and free veterinary care for dogs whose owners are homeless. So, as you can see, a service provider can mean another charity that has the same goal. It can mean an organisation that lends support and guidance, which could mean volunteers managing fundraising efforts, helping them with a website. It does not mean one individual selling songs and then saying he will give the money to charity. I mean, really. So the next screenshot that the MadShangi puts up and that I'm going to talk about is from a chapter from the Charity Commission talking about protecting charities from harm. And the particular part that he's highlighted is section D, which is titled "What are the various types of fraud and how can trustees prevent them happening?" D1 is particularly applicable because he underlined something. It's about income-related fraud, and the report says that this occurs when people within or connected to a charity attempt to divert funds for personal use or other non-charity purposes. Examples of income-related fraud include, and the one that MadShangi has highlighted, is intercepted postal donations and checks being paid into personal accounts. Now, again, you've just randomly underlined something and not really thought about it. How has Coughlin intercepted postal donations and checks? He hasn't intercepted any money from the people that are sending to the refugee charity and put it into his personal account. You can see when you pay the £1 for the song, it goes straight in. It goes into his PayPal account, which he's then going to, give to the charity. So this is not some nefarious scheme. He's not doing this on the sly. You can see that when you pay for the song, he hasn't intercepted anything. You know exactly what you're paying for. You know exactly where it's going. So again, something else that doesn't apply here. Wow, I'm really starting to feel sorry for you. So the last screenshot is from a page that has bullet points on how to protect yourself from charity donation fraud. The first line that is being underlined says that genuine charities are registered with the Charity Commission. Right. What does that have to do with anything? Has Coughlin said that he's going to be is a charity? So again, you just underlying random things and thinking that they apply to the situation when they really don't. The last part that he's underlined says that as well as identity documents, people collecting money for a genuine charity must carry documents from the charity confirming that they are collecting legitimately. Ask to see these documents and check the details. I don't know how many times I have to say this. This is for, street collections. You do need a license to collect money for a charity on the street. That is not what Coughlin's doing. If you have a look at some of the other points, you can see that this is clearly about street collecting. Contact your local authority or police station. Check whether the collector has been given a license to collect. And watch out for poor grammar and spelling in emails and other documents, including collection envelopes. So obviously this is about charity fraud in places where you actually do need a license, which I said in my last video. The 3 ways you can collect for charity that actually do need a license are lotteries, house-to-house collections, and street collections. This is quite obviously talking about street collections, which you need a license for, which Coughlin isn't doing. I now know how Cardinal Virtues feels when he has to explain the same sort of shit to, in Emendum and the recent videos that he's been doing. It gets rather tiresome. But anyway, again, another video done. MadShangi, I really wouldn't make any more videos. I mean, hey, if you want to, that's fine. This is quite fun for me. Doesn't take much time to refute your nonsense, and I'm getting a kick out of it. It's quite nice to be making videos again. I actually forgot how fun it is to, own stupid idiots. If you want to keep digging this hole, fine. But if you want to stop now, then I won't blame you. I think that's going to be this video for now. We'll see if I make another video. Until then, cheerio everyone.